Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Monday, March the 6th, 2023. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce is the name of this channel. If you've stumbled on this channel, boy, have you made a mistake. Well, actually, if you're here for cooking tips, you've made a mistake because I can't give you cooking tips. I can't answer a lot of questions. There's just a lot of things I can't do. But there's a couple of things I try and do. I do the best I can with what I've got and work with my viewers here. What do we do here? I talk about the stock market in plain English, generally speaking, is what I sort of try to do. People ask me, "Well, what's your YouTube channel all about?" It's all about the stock market and how money works. And then I talk about how you can make money writing options on stocks you already have or stocks you might want to get, deep in the money calls that you were going to acquire and write against, poor man cover call strategies, all that kind of stuff. You know what I did on what was it, on Saturday? I think it was Saturday morning I did this. Saturday morning, I had my coffee and Jen was still resting, and it was great. I'm up usually, as you know, I'm up early in the morning, but I'm up later than now because it's Saturday. I can sleep in a little bit, and I'm on the internet here. I'm on YouTube, and I found I was looking for videos about poor man covered call strategies. I was trying to find out, are there any decent videos out there that I can latch into. I found some really disappointing videos, which made me happy. I found some videos about poor man cover call strategy that I'm looking at. I can't believe what I'm watching. I'm just yelling at the screen, going, "You're an idiot! You're an idiot!" And I'm going, "Yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. I love this. I just love how there are people out there giving investors stupid advice." And you folks, I'm certain there are a number of you out there who are doing exactly the same thing. You're going out there and you're finding other YouTubers, and you'll see someone talk about a poor man covered call strategy, and you watch the video for maybe 30 seconds or 2 minutes or 4 minutes, and you just go, "No," and you go elsewhere. Or you're just dumbfounded at how ridiculous this idea is that this person is pitching you, and you're screaming at them going, "You're doing it all wrong. You should do it the way we do it with Uncle Bruce." Anyway, I just love this stuff. I'm just amazed at the lack of I don't know what it is, a lack of, it's not intelligence. These are smart people. They really are. They're smart. But boy, are they settling for less. Do they settle for, well, essentially high risk, no return? I'm blown away by and they put this on YouTube as if they're really helping you. They're not helping anybody. I'll give you a rough example, just a generic. So there's this guy, and he's talking about, instead of buying stock, 100 shares of stock, you buy a deep in the money call. Correct. That is correct. And you're going to use the deep in the money call as your vehicle, your instrument, to write short-term calls rather than using stock to write short-term calls. Correct. There's 2 for 2. Yes. I'm going, okay, you're on the right track. Keep it going. And then the individual talks about, well, you don't want to pay for a call option that's all time premium. What's they call it? Intrinsic value. There's these words they like to use. The end of the day, you want to buy a deep in the money call that is deep in the money, and most of its value is made up of the fact that it's in the money, and very little of its value is time. You want, that's and I call that the 90-10 rule. They don't have 90-10 rules. They have intrinsic values and blah 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 blah. Okay, but I'll give them a pass on that. You're still on the right track. How you describe it is up to you. And if your viewers understand what the hell you're saying, and they don't, then okay. So, all right, you stayed in the 90-10 rule. Then time. You got to have time. This is where some of them get it and they don't get it. They talk about 6 months out to a year out. And I'm there going, what are you, an idiot? What's wrong with you? No, 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 no. You go out further than that. I mean, go shopping. Well, the problem is they can't go shopping because the stock they're dying to talk to you about or the investment they want to talk to you about, you can't get the contract at a 90-10 valuation long term. So what they do is they try to give you a higher valuation in book value, lower time premium, but they sacrifice time so that you're now restricted on what you can write and not write. There's the first little fault right there. The second fault is what they want to talk to you about. A lot of these option guys, again, I don't hate these people. I love them. They make my job easier to help you become wealthy. They talk about we'll do a poor man covered call strategy using the SPY or the QQQs. What the hell are those? Well, SPYs are ETFs that mirror the S&P 500 index. They're writing options on indexes. So they're trying to buy deep in the money calls on index funds and then write short-term calls on those funds and make money. Here's the issue, though. An SPY is like trying to acquire a $400 stock. You're trying to buy a deep in the money call on a $400 stock. Now, here on this channel, in this family of wonderful viewers and awesome members, we're talking about buying deep in the money calls on GameStop and Cisco and Pfizer, HBQ, Apple, Google, Amazon stocks. And the most expensive stock we talk about is kind of like Apple, kind of, isn't it? Or Tesla. Well, I guess Tesla. We talk about Tesla quite a bit here. And so to be fair, the most expensive stock we talk about is Tesla. Okay. Apple is second place, I guess. Tesla's 197, Apple 151. And then we talk about the 90 something dollar Amazons and Googles, and we talk about the $40, $50 Cisco and the 40 something dollar Pfizer and the 30 something dollar HBQ, right? And GameStop at 18, $19. Okay, so these guys are talking about buying deep in the money calls that are like $1,000. They're $10,000. These are $9,500 investments. These are $9,200 cover call to write one call. And then they talk about what call to write. And the call they're writing is like 2 months out of the money, and they're bringing in $250. And I'm going, what? Huh? What do you mean? You're going to make $250 premium on a $9,200, $9,300 cost? Where's the upside? Give me something. Show me. Give me a sign. Well, they say, well, this is a bullish strategy. What? Yeah, this is a bullish. This is where you're buying the deep in the money call because you think the stock's going to go up, and you want to write options on the way up. And I'm going, what? What if the stock goes down? Stocks can go up. Stocks go down. Of course, stock markets can go up and down. Indexes can go up and down. We know that they can go up and down in the middle of the day. I'm blown away by this. I'm blown away by how much cash they have to put up to get into a strategy, how little time they're giving themselves for the strategy. The deep in the money call aspect is not necessarily the 90-10 rule. And then how little money they're bringing in on the premium. And I'm just going, and you guys are experts? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I have viewers here from around the world who watch this old balding face. And they're saying, Bruce, I buy, pardon my French, but I buy one covered call on GameStop for like $1,000. And then I write a call against it and bring in $300 to $400 up front. which is 30 to 40% of what I just paid for this call. Oh, and by the way, just as an aside, um, the call is good until January 2025. Okay. I have 20 months, 22 months before this thing expires, not 4 or 5 or 6 months. I mean, let's get with the program here. I got time. I got deep in the money, like big time, 90-10 rule observations easily. And I'm writing calls for some serious premiums. Why would I do any of what these other guys are talking about? What if they, what's the secret? So I get one, I see another video. Again, I watched bunches of them. I saw another video of a failed deep in the money option writing program, deep in the money call program where the guy lost, I think 28 or 29% on his money. And I'm going, you lost money on writing poor man covered calls? How is that possible? Well, the goofball buys this expensive call. Good news, he bought the right call. He really did. He went out and he got it at a really good price, like a really well within the 90-10 rule. Thumbs ups, kudos. But then what he wrote, ridiculous. I can't understand it. I can't understand why guys out there, and it's all guys, I'm sorry, there are no females who make these videos. I apologize to the female viewers of this channel because you gals are the best and you deserve so much better. But there are no, I can't find qualified female option writing YouTubers who can, it just, okay. So back to this guy. So the guy writes a call to, he brings in $198. What? And it's a 1 month call. He brings in $198. Duh. Of course, you're only going to bring in $198. And he waits to expiry. He lets it expire worthless. He doesn't even buy it with a week left to go. He waits, and then he has to take his chances on whatever the market is on expiry because he's naked now. He just got a deep in the money call. He has no calls against it, and now he's got to figure out on the Monday what to do the day after expiration. Friday is expiry. Monday's. What? What's wrong? You got to be kidding me, man. You've got to be kidding. And so he's writing a 165 call for a month, holds that for the whole time. The whole time? What about dips? What about rollovers? What about what? I feel like I want to be Biff from Back to the Future and grab the guy by the shirt and go, hello. They don't get it. They just don't understand that the options market is a pit of money that you can take off the counter again and again and again and again to unbelievable heights and take yourself to wealth you can't imagine. Certainly percentage returns of serious note. I just sit back and go, really? You made a video about this? You're showing how inept you are to everyone on YouTube? I mean, I don't want to say bragging, but you're proud to promote this strategy as your success of poor man cover call writing. I don't subscribe to that notion. I have viewers who pay me $25 a month to watch me as Gold Bagel members, and I think they expect more than getting a 2% return on a total investment on I mean, come on. I mean, no way. I have viewers who put up $9,000 to buy deep in the money calls. They buy calls in plural. They don't buy one. They buy several. Now, I will be fair. I try so hard to be fair. Look, if you're going to buy a Tesla deep in the money call, it ain't going to cost you $1,000. It'll cost you more because it's a $200 stock and it's volatile. Yeah, I get it. You got to really have some kunas to move into Tesla. And I have viewers that have that and they got money and they're great. But look, if you want to write calls and get a nice, decent return on your money, you want to buy deep in the money calls, get a decent return. There's other places you can go other than just us. You can buy the Unity software. You can buy others. I mean, come on. These index options trading strategies, these guys were all excited about, oh, look how tight the spreads are. This is great. I'm thinking spread schmeds. Who gives a crap about spreads? I mean, of course, a $2 spread is, Stupid. That means there is no market. But a 25-cent spread or a 50-cent spread, who's afraid of that around here? They don't even know what a stink bid is. They don't know what a stink offer is. They haven't got a clue, because the problem is a lot of these guys, they're around 33 to 40 years old with 40 years of trading experience. And good luck with these guys. Just who are you going to not get rich with these strategies? I mean, I can't believe. I bet you they've got people out there who've put in 100 G's and are buying 10 of these $9,000, $9,500 deep in the money calls, and now they're hauling in $2,000 gross, and they got to wait 30 days to make it. What? How do you pay your bills? How do you live? I don't get it. Do they pay $500 a month rent? I mean, no one pays $500 a month rent unless you live with mom and dad. Yeah, I'm a bit puzzled. Maybe is a word, but I'm also just thrilled. I'm so happy. The competition that I have out there just makes me chortle to no end. I can't believe it. It is so inept, and it is so inexperienced, and it is so I don't get it. I don't. Why would you make videos about a strategy where people can't make money? I don't get it. I just, what can I say? Anyway, I went for a long walk yesterday, and I was asking myself, what is my future? What should I do with myself going forward? I do this from time to time because you have to do this. All of us have to do this. You have to ask ourselves, what are we all about? Where are we at? Where are we going? Where have we been? What's our life all about? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I had a lot of time yesterday to go for a nice walk. And I realized a couple of things. One, I'm really out of shape. The going for the walk thing is a problem for me. I love going for walks, and I find that the first 500 yards of going for a walk are a breeze. It's really easy to walk 500 yards. The problem is you're now 500 yards from home. I tell you, if I were Rodney Dangerfield, I tell you that my doctor told me to go for a 5-mile walk every day. 2 weeks later, I phoned my doctor and said, hey, I'm 70 miles away from my house. I mean, if I were Rodney, I'd be doing that. But I'm not Rodney Dangerfield. So I went out for a walk yesterday here inside this wonderful complex here at good old Monterey Country Club. And I was out for 45 minutes. I wasn't running or hurrying. I was leisurely strolling. Okay. I didn't lose any hair off the top of my head because of the speed of which I was walking. That's not why there's all this skin up here. Okay. There's just no hair there anymore. Okay. It's fine. Yeah. I found out one thing. I'm out of shape. Definitely out of shape. But I do like walking, and the views are spectacular. And right now with our mountains and snow on the mountains, great. Just beautiful. Really enjoyed it. But then I was reflecting on what to do, and a couple of decisions I've made. I have to. I'm going to bring out a new class, number 15, and I'm probably going to follow it with number 16. Not too much longer after that. So a couple of classes are coming your way pretty quick. I hope by tonight, tomorrow, I can announce the exact timing of the next class and what it'll be about. I have a number of ideas here, but you're more than welcome to suggest to me any topics you think I should consider. And you may want to do that. You can do that here, of course, on the chat. Whether I read it or not, or find it is one thing. But if you send me a private email, certainly I'll get it. But if you have any particular subject you'd like me to cover, or any particular topic or anything like that, by all means, let me know, and I'll be happy to try to incorporate it if it makes sense. If it's class worthy, you bet. Okay. So I figured that much out. All right. I figured out that I'm going to add class number 15 and class number 16 to the series of classes, giving you folks more to choose from as far as what class you want to get and what have you, Vinny Boombot, Dr. Vinny Boombots. That's right. You all remember my Dr. Vinny Boombots. Yeah. Another Rodney joke is, I was an ugly child when I was born. Ugly. Oh, I was ugly. I remember when the doctor pulled me out, he gave me a couple of extra slaps, and then I remember the nurses came in with a couple of punches too. It was pretty bad. Anyway, that's Rodney. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the meal. What else did I figure out yesterday? I'm working too hard. I always figure that I work too hard because I'm tired, but I don't know what to do about it, and so I'm still contemplating, the next phase of the future of who and what and what's. I'll keep you posted. When I know, you'll know, and we'll go and whatever. Okay, so there's the deal. What else is going on? By the way, the Dow is up 49 points. S&P is up 11 and Nasdaq's up 54. Looks a little better. Interesting stuff. Oil's still down $1 a barrel. Okay. What else did I figure out yesterday? I have a few other thoughts in mind, but I haven't made decisions yet, so I'll let you know when I know more. Now, I'm also thinking, this morning I was thinking about this, it might be time for a meet and greet. It just might be that time to think about a meet and greet. And I've got to talk to Jen about, are any relatives coming down here? Are any daughters coming down here to visit us? What's the story there? And can we get together? Because Jen is much more active now. Jen walks around the house without any assistance, no canes, no walkers, no nothing. And Jen is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So a meet and greet now, Jen would have no trouble doing a meet and greet now, because during the meet and greet, I do all the talking and she sits in the chair and watches me. So yeah, how hard is that? So that's not too bad. But I'll let you in on that. We'll see if we can put something together for somewhere here in California for a meet and greet, and maybe we can do something like that. Okay, there you go. Mr. T says, this guy's still here lying, laugh out loud. I'm still here lying. I'm still here. That's the key word. I'm still here. Yeah. How many of your pals aren't around anymore? Yeah, Mr. T. How many of your friends don't exist anymore on YouTube? Yeah. Anyway, welcome one, welcome all to the show, the channel, the hopes, the wishes, the dreams, the aspirations, the highs, the lows, the in-betweens. I'm glad you're here. Love having you. And I hope you're making money out there. If you're writing options, you probably are. And congratulations to you option writers out there. You've taken the bull by the horns. You're making it work. Nicely done. Anyway, we're going to go member only on chats. And please become a member and join the chat bar. Love to have you. And if you're already a member of this channel, man, I can't thank you enough for being here and being part of the family. It's great. All right. What else is going on? Unemployment in the United States, very low. Job openings, very high. And employers cannot find, on average, they cannot find the personnel they want. They want personnel. They need personnel. But qualified people are harder and harder to come by. And there are many reasons for that. But one of which is probably in the last 20 years or so, employees are treated, generally speaking, like garbage, and are tossed aside when they're not needed anymore. And these folks have long memories, and the parents of graduating children have long memories of how they were treated the last 20 years as employees, and they caution their children to work for companies that respect employees. And a lot of employees have figured out, I don't need to go to a downtown office and sit in a cubicle and have some slimeball boss run me into the ground, or I'm not interested in being part of a group of people where I'm the hardest worker and I get the same raise as everybody else. I'd rather be my own individual, be with a small team where we run a project together and we benefit together. Maybe I shouldn't be part of an organization at all. Maybe I should just work from home, or I should work with a group of collaborators from home together. I learned remotely through school. Why can't I work remotely? There's a lot of young up and coming employees, this next generation of employees who they never had a job because they couldn't get a job where they were working with other people. The pandemic kept them from that, so they had to work other ways. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. The economy has 11 million job openings, and there aren't enough people to fill them. Surprise, surprise. Um, Read something else that was interesting. This has been going on for a long, long time. It has to do with immigration into Canada. Actually, there's a border crossing in Quebec between New York State and Quebec. It's not a border crossing. I should actually clarify that. There are border points between Canada and the U.S., of course, where you can cross the border and you see the U.S. guys or the American guys, the Canadian guys or the American guys, based on what direction you're going. But then there are spots here and there along the undefended border of Canada and the United States. And one is called, I think they call it Rexall Road. It's a road that ends as a dead end. And if you just walk around this little parking 2 foot high guardrail, there's a pathway, and then there's a creek. And if you go over the creek, you're in Canada. And if you stay on this side of the creek, you're in the United States. And this has become one of the most popular ways of people to come to Canada and ask for um, um, refugee status and asylum and what have you. And apparently, the way the rules, if you show up at a Canadian border crossing and you ask for refugee, you can't get it because that's a recognized border between the two countries, and the two countries won't allow it. I can't remember. It doesn't work. But if you just sneak across the border, you sneak across and get caught. Well, here you walk across the creek and there's the RCMP officer waiting for you. And before you come across, they say, you realize that if you cross this bridge, you are entering Canada illegally and you will be subject to Canadian laws. And the person goes, yeah, but I want to seek refugee status. I have nowhere to live. And they walk across, and the RCMP officer says, well, come with me. And they take them to a tent that they've already set up. It's one of these structures, these temporary structures that's going to become a permanent building. And then they get processed in there, and they get taken to Montreal, which is an hour away by bus. They have like a bus every couple of hours or something. And then they're in the Canadian system, and they get housing, and they get meals, and they get a work permit. And within months, they're working and waiting for a hearing in Canada to whether they can stay or not. It takes 2 years. In the meantime, they can work, make money, and try to establish something. We're an incredible country, aren't we? Anyway, 40,000 people a year are crossing this border into Canada. And you don't see 25 RCMP officers loaded with AK-47s ready to shoot on sight. They're just, come on in. The folks coming in are mothers and fathers with children, and singles, guys and girls, that are they're from Syria, they're from Mexico, they're from Guatemala, they're down and outers. A number of them, high number of them, have engineering degrees, have doctorates, they have papers, they have education, they are employable, and they can't get in the regular way. The lineup, the backup for entering Canada and entering the United States legally is impossible. It's 20 years of waiting lists, 10 years of waiting. You're 28 years old and you're hungry, you're going to cross illegally and take your chances that way because at least you're in. And these folks are employed almost instantly. It's amazing. It's just a sign of how dysfunctional our two countries are when it comes to immigration policies. Now, should we just allow everyone in that wants to get in? Well, no, but should we have a plan? Yeah, we should have a plan. At least in Ghostbusters, they had a plan. Get her. That was their whole plan, I admit, but that was a plan. Get her. Doesn't always work out, but a plan is a plan, and then you evolve it. But when you don't even start with a plan, you then have no plan. people show up. And anyway, that's the story. But for employers, the reality is, to get back to employers, uh, in the United States, uh, there are companies all over the place going, we can't get engineers, we can't get architects, we can't get higher skill positions, we can't get machinists, we can't get real top quality this, top quality that. America can't crank out enough students from schools with these skills. Just not happening. And the kids who are coming out of school in the US are finding jobs if they have a university degree, for the most part. Problem is, many of them are not getting the job that pays enough money to pay the student loan and all the costs of being around. And so there's this disconnect between what the workplace needs and what education is offering. But hey, if you're the dean of a university, and I'm not talking about Ivy League, if you're the dean of a university and you're getting huge money to be the chairman or the dean of schools, and all the profs are making scabs of money, well, why change? You have no incentive to teach something else. And why would a college offer automotive repair programs? And it's politically not popular to offer programs on how to enhance the performance of a combustion engine nowadays. Nowadays, what's popular is how to design windmills that produce better power, or how to produce solar systems which is okay too. It's great. Let's create lots of solar specialists and alternate fuel specialists. But in the meantime, there are vehicles on the road that need to get from point A to point B, and many machines that need to operate that are not yet run just off of fancy solar array. There's a disconnect, and there's a shortage of certain talent. And in America, the big problem is businesses cannot get them into the country legally through existing programs because they are overwhelmed with applications, or underfunded, or politically just not popular. What congressman do you know, and what senator do you know that is begging the administration and Congress and Senate, we should pass a bill to bring in highly qualified workers into the United States? That you're not getting any votes. No district in America. Can you imagine some senator out of Nebraska trying to promote it? They're not coming to Nebraska to work. They're going to go to California to work, or where the jobs are, right? Anyway, it's kind of goofy. In Canada, it's similar in a way, although the Canadian system is way ahead of the American system, and the backlog isn't as bad. It's still bad, but when you're in the backlog, it's bad. Canada has higher allowable numbers versus its population as a whole, but it's difficult. And if you're the Prime Minister of Canada and you're in the town hall, you're not going to be asked about, hey, when are you going to bring in another 20,000 immigrants into this country? You're going to be asked about, hey, I'm on the waiting list for a new hip, and I can't seem to get in. Or, hey, I'm paying all these taxes, because we're always paying all these taxes, and I got potholes outside my house. Or when are you going to build, when are you going to modernize the air line things so that planes don't get delayed so much? And that's what you get at. You don't get asked, hey, when are you bringing in 20,000 new refugees? So there's certain things you have to do as a leader that just doesn't fly in the radar, and it takes up time. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm just talking. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Yeah, so if you're interested in a class, let me know what kind of class you'd like me to conduct and what topic you want me to cover. And if you're interested in a meet and greet, let me know if you're interested in the meet and greet. I'm thinking of something somewhere California. I'm thinking more the LA metropolitan region. Last time we did it was in Ontario, California, which is the intersection of Highway 10, which goes from Santa Monica to Fort Lauderdale. It's quite a long road. And then 15, the Interstate 15, which goes from, I believe, San Diego to Great Falls, Montana, something like that. Something like that. That was the intersection we did the thing at last time. It happened to be Ontario, California, and we might do it again. I don't know. I'm just thinking, but I would love to do another one of those. It was fun last year, and some of you might want to return this year, and others will, for the first time, want to come up. You let me know. Nobody wants to show up. I won't do one. It's okay. I won't take it personal. There you have it. This is the story. Looks like we're dropping again. We're only up 29 now on the Dow instead of whatever it was, 100 something. We're up 9 on S&P. We're up 53 on NASDAQ. Crude down 86 cents a barrel. I mentioned on the pre-market show, Tesla cutting prices. 5,000 cut on the Model S, the big sedan, and a $10,000 price cut on the big SUV, the Model X, the one with the gull-wing doors. Both those vehicles are on sale. As of Sunday night, this happened. And this is a sign of certain models selling really well and certain models not selling quite so well. And that's the Model S and the Model Y. They're not selling as well as Model 3 and the Model S and X are not selling. The Model 3 and the Y are selling. I'm driving a Model Y and I really enjoy it. Renting it here, and it's absolutely wonderful. I've ridden the Model 3s, love those two. Love the 3s, love the Ys. I've not yet been in a Model S or an X. I would love to have a Model S for a spin, but I can't find a rental available at a price that makes any sense because there are so few out there. And that's why Tesla's trying to move more by cutting the price of the car. There you go. It all sort of, kind of comes out. Yeah, anyway, so that's the story there. Bobby Atkinson says, I'd like a class, how to switch from a growth mode to a retirement style. What changes in the process, questions we don't know how to ask until 20 years goes by. There you go. There's a good point there. It's true because, if you're an active money manager, account manager, wealth manager, and you're writing options, and, you're sitting, you've got deep in the money calls to start with, and you grow up your account to cash flow your way out of a day job. So you're self-employed now. You build that up, and you're now piling value into your 401k or your RRSP in Canada, and you have money outside a retirement plan, inside retirement plan, and now you reach a certain age where you're approaching official retirement, where you now can begin to look at taking money out of your retirement plan to live on. You can begin to cut back on how much you manage your wealth. And this is the question that certain people have to ask themselves is, right now it's working for me, Bruce. I love being an option writer and into the market, and I follow you, and you really opened my eyes as to what I should look out for every day. But eventually I won't be able to do that anymore, or I won't want to do that anymore, or my retirement lifestyle cannot do that anymore. I now need to, maybe my doctor's making me back off on, I need way more rest now. I'm older, or my wife is saying, we're traveling now. Okay, you made the money. You've done the dough. We did this together. I helped you. You helped me. We've got a retirement account now. Why don't we now shift the account to a point where it's an income generator, where we don't have to do much of anything anymore? Why don't we go traveling for the next 10 years before we become, wheelchair bound and drooling in the corner somewhere? Let's go, and so it makes sense. So you've got to learn how to transition your management of your wealth to a point. And then, of course, after that, you have to decide eventually, or not, depending on, what the end looks like for you physically and mentally and in life. Do you have a child take over your daily affairs so that you do anything? You worried about breathing, eating, and pooping? Is that your? I don't know. I don't want to talk about end of life, but end of life comes. Is there a class for this? I don't know. I'm not sure if exactly, but parts of that, yeah, there's definitely money management. What's the word I'm looking for? Strategies as we age. Fair enough. I'll grant you that. Chris Savage, it's all right, Uncle Bruce. I can do most of the work, and you can just talk. I have a YouTube channel and would gladly assist you when you're tired. Oh, thank you, Chris Savage, for that. You're an awesome man. George Sebastian, new member. This name looks familiar to me. George, are you brand new to my channel, or are you a newbie, complete newbie on the outside? I appreciate that you're a member and love it, and thank you, and I welcome you, and I'm sure others will as well. And by all means, don't forget you can now use those knee emojis. So welcome to the party, pal. Nice. Alberto says, Bobby, I just started to roll into Roth IRA pre-tax funds. I can start to draw from this account at 59 without paying capital gains, just income tax. I can also draw the original investments. Rock and roll. Palm Springs, maybe. Orange County would be good too for a get together. There you are. Bama babe. Government will have to force me to take funds out of my IRA. I write tax-free in my IRA. There you go. 2 years. 2 years. I've been lurking for 2 years. Oh, awesome, man. This is great. Thank you, George, for joining us on. It seems like every week more and more lurkers are becoming members, and it's great to have you guys. Love getting your, love that you're here, and you're certainly welcome to comment anytime you want. Now, it's great stuff. This is great. This is great. George is not new, says Alberto. He's not new. Curtis Savage, what's your YouTube channel? Curtis Savage, Algebras, add me to the Palm Springs group. I would love to hang out in Palm Springs. There you go. Bobby Hubby, morning bagel heads. Neat, says Bobby. George Sebastian, I'm embarrassed to admit at 59, my retirement plan is what Bruce is teaching. Look, you're not the only one here with that. You're not the only one here with that story. And the good news, it's not too late. Theoretically, it's not too late. If you're able to click a mouse or click on a device like this, you can trade. And you don't have to open up accounts with an advisor who has an assistant who will never transfer you to your advisor. You don't have to go through any of that crap. You can do it all on your own. And you can buy and sell in your own time at light speed and get fills. Whereas, God help you if the broker is ill and the assistant is on the bathroom and you're not getting through to the person to get any, but no one's taking your order. My God, those are nightmares. Mr. Premium, the option. I'm number 113. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. Alberto, George, why embarrassed? Many of us are in the same boat. We're old. We're waited way too long. We never got the advice from anybody that really helps us or would ever have helped us to retire. That's the other thing. Welcome to the party, pal. Here's an old man trying to help other old people get rich. How comfortably feel now? Oh, no. Obama, babe, I did not start until I was already retired. Laughing out loud. How about that? See? Nice going, Obama, babe. George, it occupies too much in my head, but I'm on the way. There you go. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. All of you who are new members who've joined in the last 3-4 months, welcome to the channel. Those of you who've been members for 6 months, a year, and longer, as always, thank you. Got to get some caffeine in me and wake up. Welcome, everybody. Alberto, my only regret is not knowing this earlier. Uncle Bruce has set many of us in the right direction. Mirko, Alberto doesn't do boats. He's more like a super yacht guy. JR, wow, Bama, I've just learned there is no RMD on a Roth until it gets passed to a beneficiary. Sweet. RMD. I don't even know what that means. That's how old I am. Alberto, Mirko, laughing out loud. Curtis Savage, if I keep on doing what I'm doing, I'll probably be retired in 10 years. That's the goal, retire comfortably. Cindy B, good morning. I'm number 114. Touchgrass, we just want to rock. Bruce, that's all. If you ask us what it is we want to do with our lives, we just want to rock. That's all. Just want to rock. Chris, and not just me, but the wife too. She has a portfolio that is growing as well. Giddy up, giddy up. Now, those of you who made a donation to me last week to get a postcard, thank you all very much. There's a postcard on the way. Here's one of them right here. Here's one of the postcards. And I don't know, do I have another one? There's a couple I had here. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, here we go. There you go. You'll find out when they arrive which one you get. Thank you all. We've I got them all addressed. You know what else I figured out this week? And here's something else. Okay, first of all, I went for a walk on Sunday. Figured out I'm out of shape. I'm having trouble getting this walk in, and boy, was I happy to get back to the house. When I got back to the house, took the shoes off and just got back into really schleppy clothes, and I was asleep in a half an hour. I had a 1 hour rest. I was gone. I was out like a light. That's the first thing I realized. The second thing I realized was when I have to handwrite something, it's bad. It's bad. I'm a really bad writer because who writes anymore? I mean, who writes? Yeah, I tell you, I mean, really, I had to stop and slow down my brain and the on the postcard you put your return address and then you put the address for the person on there, and I had to like slow down my brain to go to so and so and the address. And then I had to write a little note, and I would look at it. I can't even read it. Like I can't read my own writing. How are you guys going to understand? This looks like doctor's prescription notes. So I really tried. Honestly, when you get these, understand the stress I'm under. I can't write. I can't walk. I'm old, and it shows. So there you go. Okay. But the pictures are nice. So okay, there you go. Oh man, what can I say? Mama Babe, I sure have taught my children about this. Michael, what is the name of your YouTube? JR, I started late too, but I'm having a hard time getting my daughter to believe me. My son wants to live off the government dime. So frustrating. Alberto, Chris, I just had my retirement, quitting my day job last Friday with a VP. It was funny to watch him make a sad face, laughing out loud. Oh wow, Credit Savage, the credit said laughing out loud. What the way to go, Alberto? Pile dancing full time. Michael figures too. Laugh out loud early in the morning for my old brain. Alberto, I can't find the Credit Savage. Only meet the Credit Savage. Credit Savage, Bertie, that must have been a great meeting. I'm surprised you didn't ask for a 300% increase in pay just to see what his face would look like. Financial Mischief, only 9 business days left. My full-time job. Have I mentioned that I'm excited? Can you tell that I'm excited? These are going to be the longest 9 days of my life. Congratulations on all of you who are quitting your day jobs. Hector, Uncle Bruce, Prime Minister Trudeau Sr. took his walk in the snow for similar purposes as you enjoyed your walk. Yeah, there you go. Alberto, pile dancing forever. That's right. RMD, required minimum distribution. Thank you. I don't know this stuff. Bobby, I started following Uncle Bruce 2 weeks after retirement. Did not know what I was going to do. Pull 25 grand from my 401k account, put it all on GameStop before the first run. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Okay. Financial Mischief, laughing out loud, says Bama. Nico, congrats, guys. That's amazing and gives me hope. Splair, good morning, y'all. And Alberto, sounds like a lovely view on that face. Nick, Uncle Bruce, can you do a class on how to spend all the money you'll be making writing calls? Well, I love that. I don't know if I told you the story. I may have, so I'll make it quick about the other night. Oh, I did tell you the story about the Christmas house. I mean, there you go. The Christmas house story. Oh my God, unbelievable. Alberto, I actually used the stock market with Bruce YouTube channel as my primary reason for quitting my day job. Then I showed him my returns, and I'm sure he's lurking today. What's this guy listed? What's he saying? What does this guy sell? What is he telling Alberto? What is he doing with Alberto that makes Alberto want to leave me? What's going on here? Who is this guy? What's he all about? Oh man, that is one thing. Excuse me, one thing I thought about on my stroll. I was thinking about how well the viewers are doing, and how many viewers have learned so much, about investing and option writing. all that kind of stuff. It is very inspiring. Zed Estate, number 120 thumbs ups. Right up, pal. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Touchgrass, money talks. There you go. That's right. Something else walks, as far as I recall. But those who write options make a lot of money writing options. They walk. They walk out the door and go, can't afford to work here anymore. You cost me too much money. I can't afford to miss the trades. Sorry. I love you guys. You're fun. You've been good, but I can make way more doing this. Yeah, I think it's time to move on. Thank you all for being part of the show and the channel and the dream and option writing and class takers and one-on-one session makers and all that good stuff. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, it was an interesting stroll, and of course after the stroll, lots of thoughts and. Mentioned it to Auntie Jen, and we talk all the time, but we had another long chat and what is the future going to be all about and all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you, there's just a lot going on. And Lorraine, there are a lot of immigrants being housed in the financial district in hotels in Manhattan. My son is supervising the meals, working 7 days a week. Unbelievable. They keep coming. They keep coming. It's amazing. Yeah. There's no easy solution to this. No. Oh, excuse me, folks. I've been traveling ever since. Says Bobby. Welcome to the Casino People Forum, the Mauritius Island, from the Mauritius Island. JR, Lorraine, wow, workers get to work at home and the government pays for homeless to live in expensive high rises. What a deal. Maria, good morning to all. I'm late to the comments, number 124. Thank you, Maria. Welcome. Dude, I'm planning now the steps to join you all and retire at 43 years old. I am planning to finally start Poor cover calls this year and get some one-on-ones. There you have it. There we go. Yeah, it has been an incredible journey for me. Of course, being a YouTuber since 2017 with my Traveling with Bruce channel, gaining all that experience as a YouTuber through the first year, the second year, the third year. By the time 2020 rolled around, I created this channel in the summertime of 2020. By the time GameStop just exploded onto the entire international scene, that was January 2021, and by that time I had been a YouTuber for 4.5 years on TWB, Traveling with Bruce, and then slight little bit here. Then going live here was a no-brainer for me because I'd been live on the other channels so much, talking about cruise ships and travel and so on. And so here we are. Just what a run this channel has had from its initial just a ridiculous explosion that just was parabolic, and now this stream of option writers growing one by one by one by one by one. It is truly interesting, and it's funny how my viewers I have different viewers in different stages of option writing. So there are those like Alberto and others who are have written quite a lot of options, and they're quite a ways down the road now. And then I have my medium knowledge folks, and then my newbies who are brand new to this, and those who are looking to come in. And so I'm now juggling 4 different classes of option experienced people going forward every day. It's just evolving. It's It's exciting, and seeing more and more of you letting me know. I gave up that job. I walked. They would love to have me back anytime I want to get back, but yeah, they understand. Or sorry to see me go. I'm out of here, and I'm now on the road to financial independence. Never thought it would happen. You've changed my retirement completely. I mean, you've completely changed my mindset about being retired or becoming soon retired. You've really opened my eyes, and you've really shown me directions no one else would give me, because there's nowhere else for you to go to get it. That's the hard truth. I dare you to tell me, wherever you live, that I know a place I can go to learn all about option writing. There's what? No, Denver, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Houston, and I'm just naming cities off the top of my head. Where do you go to learn all about option writing? Atlanta, Miami, Sarasota, Daytona Beach, Sioux City, Where? You know, yeah, unbelievable. And then I see, I think about being you, the newbie who's looking at me going, what is this guy talking about? And I think about you and I'm going, where can these folks go to find out about how to write options in this market on a place like YouTube, for example? And so I search, I go to YouTube and I do YouTube searches, poor man cover call strategies or how to write stock options or, and then I get all the videos. I get a zillion like you do. You get results up to your neck. I never see mine. I really don't see my results. I don't see YouTube pushing my channel. But then again, I don't have 25,000 views a day. I'm not Jim. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not a controversial, screaming host. Although I love to rant, I guess. And so I kind of go, how do they find me? How does this happen? It is quite something. I meet people all the time down here. I meet them at the pool here at the hot tub, or I might be introduced to a person from time to time, and they say, well, are you retired now? You look old. You look old and decrepit. Are you retired? No, I'm a YouTuber. What? And my wife goes, they love him. Jen goes, they love him. And I talk about the two channels and of course go right to Stock Markets with Bruce, and they're just like, wow, like really? No way. You're on twice a day, that many hours? Oh, wow, jeez. They want you that much? Yeah, they want me that much. It's amazing. Well, they love him, Jen will say. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out. Appreciate it. It's great to have you here. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. JR, Uncle Bruce, I remember getting a heater installed at my home and converting the old furnace cubby to a closet, listening to Uncle Bruce, and my daughter showed it to me. Wow, the ups and downs of GameStop. Phew, dude, did I mention I owe it all to you, Bruce? Truly can't express how this channel has changed my life. Everyone here is so inspiring as well. Anyone lurking, reading this, take the steps and do the work. Alberto, if you don't believe in this, in his process, just ask the newbie Sammy. He has been trading now for less than 3 months and is talking retirement already. Uncle Bruce process works, folks. Touch grass. Bruce is selling his age and time. Constantine, number 129, thumbs up, Bruce. Touch grass, thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Not a lurker anymore. Alberto, good morning. I am reading through the text. Are you saying goodbye to your day job? Lorraine, JR, I won't say they are homeless. My son says many of them are professionals looking for a better life. I believe Biden signed a waiver for married immigrants to get their green card quickly. Golf Mom, we do love you. Thank you. Manager, number 134, Lame Duck. Bruce, you need to call Joe and get on a show. It would get out to a lot of people. I don't think that's the audience that needs to hear me. You folks know firsthand, so many of you figure this out after you're here a while. Once you start writing options and you meet a friend, a relative, an acquaintance, whatever, for the first time in a while, and they mention to you, oh yeah, I heard that you're doing a lot of trading nowadays. You watch some guy on YouTube and you're doing something about options or something. How's it going? And then you try to talk to that person in a logical, easy to understand way, and they gloss over. That's what would happen with Joe Rogan. I could never be on anything like that. The audience would go, huh? Wouldn't work. Alex, good afternoon, all. Number 131 here. Currently sitting on a sofa recovering from COVID for the second time. Let's make some money, folks. Unbelievable. Alex, get better, please. Manager, so are we done officially with mother of all short squeeze on GameStop for sure, right? I haven't said anything like that. Larry Titus, thank you, my friend. Demar de Bells, thank you, Larry. Bobby, I'd watch Joe Rogan with Uncle Bruce, of course. Alex, thanks for the pep talk on Friday morning, Uncle Bruce. I caught it over the weekend. You got it, pal. It's what I do. Alberto, not a lurker, setting up to do so. I made them an offer for the next coming year. So I told them about leaving and made them an offer they can't refuse. Thanks, Larry, says JAP. Jep, Alex, I hope not. That's why the premiums are so juicy. DQ, thank you. Yeah, as long as the premiums are juicy on GameStop, there are believers, right? JR, please, please, please don't become Joe Rogan. That would be the last of me. Bobby, maybe like Elon, he'll pass you a joint. Not a lurker anymore. Nice, lame duck. Joe, enjoy talking about new stuff he don't understand. I'm very proud and happy for Joe. I don't watch him. I have no time. I just loved him on news radio. I used to love the show, news radio. I used to love Phil Hartman to the end of the world. I just loved that show, and I loved his deadpan style in the role he had. Way to go, and the success he has today, unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. What can I say? Dude, they just roll their eyes at me, laugh out loud. Even my partner, every once in a while, she watches the prime time with me. Tough to convince people till I start showing up in a Lambo. What's going on? Not a lurker. He's going to do a meet and greet California, lurking through my job, laughing out loud. JR, okay, for the joint, I will stay. Nick, have you ever had elk? No, and I don't want to ever have elk. Nazareth, number 139, News Radio was a great show. Nick, Rogaine, probably, whatever. Welcome all. We're open. The markets are up and running. We started our day here. We'll see how things are going and see if any of you guys are want to get even richer than you are now, which would be great. Welcome all to the party. Having you here it's a pleasure to welcome you to another Monday frolic in the markets as we frolic along. I think I got a gain on the Dow. Looks like 47.5 points. I think that's what it says. Got to get my biggest iPad to kind of refresh itself and wake the hell up. I don't know if that's going to work or not. It is sometimes it or my phone is of its own mind, and they won't be on the same page. But okay, yeah, 46, 59 point gain, something like that. Looks like we have a green start to the morning. S&P up 13, Nasdaq up 70, oil down 54 cents. GameStop $18.82, up 12 cents. SoFi up 9 cents. Tesla's up down 29 now at 197.43, down 36 cents. Apple up 3.42. HBQ up 22. ATIP 0.8 of a penny higher. That's what I have at the moment. Anyway, there you go. What else is going on here? I'm looking to write new GameStop and HBQ covered calls today. So that's the job there. Well, they're both higher, so there's a start. Put some offers out there and see if they come and get you. Always good to do. Always be writing. 85-point gain on the Dow, a little stronger, which is kind of what we were seeing in the pre-market, a little better than worse. Will it last? I don't know. How far it'll go? I don't know. Is it an update today? Down day today? We'll see. Got to get through the first hour to see just what the market mood is. Kind of measured it. GameStop is now $18.97. It's up 27 cents. SoFi up 3 cents. Tesla down 86 cents. Apple up 3.30. HBQ up 17. ATIP up 0.8 of a penny. Google is up 87. Moderna is up 31 cents. Cisco up 26. Pfizer down 14. IBM up 46 cents. Microsoft up 202. ME unchanged at this point. Looks like Matterport's off 2 cents. Xterra up maybe half a penny. Rocket Lab maybe down a penny. SmartRent up 4. Spire up 2.9 cents. Bed Bath Beyond up a half a penny. Amazon up 24 cents. Home Depot up 3. Netflix 384 gain there. Vanek Vector's down a dime. Adobe up 68 cents. Goldman up 70 cents. Boeing down 178. Meta up 344. The AMC Ape combo. Down 6 cents. Royal Caribbean up a dime. 74.12 on Royal Caribbean. What a joke. That is ridiculously overpriced. Carvana down 14 cents. Robinhood down 12. BlackBerry down 1.7 cents. Like nothing going on here. Target down 36. JP Morgan up 16. Costco up $4. Walmart up 14 cents. Disney up 32 cents to 101.46. Nvidia down $1. American Airlines up 9 cents this morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show from around the world, from around town, wherever you are. Thank you for hanging out with the old man. It's nice to see you here, and it's great to have you with us. And I got to tell you too, I have to admit, this weekend I really got nostalgic. This weekend I was watching videos of riding the train from Zurich to Hamburg, or the Zurich main rail station, or the Zurich airport. I saw a video about the Zurich airport. I was really blown away by how cool that airport was. It's got to be one of the most pleasurable airports I have. Well, it is the most pleasurable airport I've ever been to, other than Palm Springs International right here. When you land in Palm Springs International Airport, you can't believe how nice it is. Just how, oh, this is nice, and everyone here is just calmer. It used to be. I used to really get excited when I was younger, in my 30s, landing at Las Vegas at McCarran Airport way back when, because you're all excited about coming to Vegas for the weekend. And I did that in my late 30s with Jen, or my late 20s, early 30s. Jen and I would come down for like 3, 4, 5 days. And landing in Vegas was always so fun, because you're just, we're gonna have some fun today, this weekend. But Zurich, as a grown-up, you land at a place like that, and you see this 3-4 level concourse airport. It's like a shopping mall. I mean, it's a shopping mall that happens to be an airport. It's truly a one-off, and there are some excellent videos on YouTube of people who walk around the airport. They just walk around it. They don't talk. There's little captions on the bottom, maybe, but you hear all the sounds of the actual airport as you walk through. It's great. So there's one like that for the main rail station in Berlin, the Hauptbahnhof, the Berlin Hauptbahnhof, which is like a 5-level high railway station with tracks at like all these different levels. There's a video that's at least 20 minutes long. It's just sounds and sights. What you see is what you hear. It is so real. It is. I watched that video. And that's exactly what it's like. I've been in that railway station 10 times. World-class facility that you cannot believe how it exists. It'll never exist in our lifetimes in North America, ever. You will never see anything like this anywhere in North America, ever. The Zurich airport, probably identical. You cannot believe. There's a grocery store in this place. A grocery store. I'm not kidding. Who buys raw meat at a grocery store in Zurich? The folks that live around the airport. And you're thinking, what? Well, I'm going to go. Let's go shopping. Okay, where are we going? Well, we'll go to the airport. Okay, we'll go to the mall at the airport. What? What? No. There are cops all around airports. There are guys with machine guns all around airport. You're not going to go to the airport to go grocery. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to go grocery shopping at the airport in Zurich, and we'll have a coffee at the cafe. What? No, a coffee at an airport in North America is $15. So, what are you talking about? No, you can walk into the grocery store and buy a can of pop for $1. Walk around the airport and drink it, and no one gives you a hard time. What? No. Yeah, it's all different over there. It's all different. So I was missing that. I was watching that and going, oh, geez, I enjoyed being in Switzerland last year. Boy, I enjoyed that. Yeah, so I'm a little off target today. So I'm kind of over there. I'm not really here. So forgive me, but I'm old. Alberto, not a lurker. I stated PD stock to see who would catch it. Pile dancing stock. It's affordable at $1. $1 is all you just, but you have to have a bill. You have to have cash to play that stock. Alberto, do Do I have to stuff the dollar in your shirt to get on the deal? No, that's not the shirt. It doesn't go in the shirt. Oh no shorts wearing. See, I didn't even see that coming. I already knew. No. And I thought you were respectable to answer selling stock and all. My wife won't like this, but then again, she might. She might want to be the one stuffing the dollar. Have you thought of that? Alberta's loving it. Alex, so Jay Powell speaks for 2 days straight, Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the jobs report is out on Friday. What could possibly go wrong? Rugman is a coming, says Alex. There you go. Not a lurker anymore. George, does everybody have a does everyone have a goal as to how much they want to net per option per month on GameStop covered calls? Does anyone have a goal? Bobby Atkinson, $1 a month minimum. Mirko, George, mostly about $2. Hector, Alex, I see you have a correct valuation of our week. We have months ahead with rising interest rates. There you go. I mean, if you can make $1 to $2 a month on GameStop and you can write 50 calls at a time, you're making $5 to $10 grand a month. So, sitting on 50 deep in the money calls and you're writing those kinds of numbers, you're making a living. You're making a good living. If you can write 100 calls in a month and pull $1 to $2 out, you're making 10 to 20 grand a month. That's American money. In Canada, we call those real dollars. That's pretty cool stuff. Splair, George, step by step until you make $10,000 and then $50 per month is perfectly fine. Is it $10,000 and then $50,000 a month? I think that's what Splair means. Yeah, we're here for we're not here for a good time, although we have a good time. We just naturally have a good time anyway, but we're here for the money. 1907 on GameStop, up it goes. Option writing opportunities might be coming your way. SoFi 674 up 2 cents. Tesla's down 124 to 196.54. I think Tesla's going down this week. I think the news is out. They had their little event last week, and now this week they announced price cuts. You notice they didn't announce price cuts and then have their shareholders meetings. They had their shareholder promotion day last Thursday, and now they announced price cuts. Here comes the bad news. So the other shoe's falling. Down goes Tesla. 176, 166 wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Which would put a lot of your options way down here. You can then buy back and write new ones. And thank you very much. Here we go. Bring in the time. Right? Yes. Oh, yes. Fun stuff. Anyway, there you go. Giddy up, everybody. I'm going to get puts on the pole dancing. I'm getting puts on the pole dancing. Welcome, DQ, to the show. We're up 74 points this morning, everybody. Is it an incredible rip-roaring market? No, it's not. It's just higher. It's slightly better. We're all awaiting Powell's testimony, who will kill the market. Powell has to do what he has to do. He has to maintain a strong message that we've got to defeat inflation or we're done for. And he's right. So, but I got to tell you, kids, if interest rates are going to be if you go to the bank and borrow money and the banker says it's anywhere from 6 to 8% for you to borrow money, welcome to normal. Welcome back to normal. This is what it used to be all the time. There were people getting rich and becoming millionaires, starting successful businesses, mergers and acquisitions, takeovers, with interest rates of 6 to 10%. Didn't stop business from being business. It wasn't like there was no business in the 60s and 70s and 80s. It's like that wasn't it. There was lots. And with higher rates and a little inflation, you got lots more. You got forced business deals. You got deals. 0% interest rates, you can get lazy. You can just buy your stock back all the time and get raises if you're a management. Things have changed. Splair, my step for next year is at least to earn a consistent $2,000 to $3,000 from 10 calls, 2 and 4 poor man cover calls. I think it's easily possible. I think it is too. DQ, Alex, friends don't let friends do anything naked around Alberto. Remember that. JR, who writes Nakes? Wait, what's going on here? What are we talking about? That's right. You need dollar bills to get into the pile business. Yeah. Dollar bills. Greasy, slimy, narrowly folded dollar bills. Oh gosh. What can I say? Nick is saying the spirit. Same here. I want to make that kind of money too. Alberto, DQ. I'm serious. Your one-liner dings are great. You have been the reason for the replacement of my keyboard many times. There you go. Oh, giddy up. Giddy up. Love it. Love it. Welcome to the party, everybody. We're up 43 cents on GameStop. Finally, it's moving more than the market is moving. Last week, it was moving worse, lower than the market was moving. Now it's a little higher, but it's Monday morning and it's been 16 minutes. So let's not get too overly excited. We're up 2 cents on SoFi to 674. Tesla's down 87 cents. Apple up 3.30. HBQ up 16, and ATIP down 0.2 of a penny. Google up 61. Moderna up 15. Cisco's up a nickel. Pfizer's down 28 cents. IBM is down 39. Microsoft up 205. ME unchanged. Matterport down 3. Cyxtera down 5. Rocket Lab down 3.5 cents. SmartRun is up 6. Spire's up 1 penny to 111. Amazon up a dime. Home Depot up a quarter. Netflix up $6. Vanik up 33 cents. Adobe up 174. Goldman up a 5 centinos. Bank of America, not Bank of America. Boeing down $2. Meta up 92 cents. Okay, Costco up 4.59. Walmart down 43 cents. It's a mixed bag market this morning. I mean, we're not, it's not all green. It's not all red. It's mixed, and that tells me we have a more of a likelihood to go lower. That's kind of what that's telling me. And my gut says we're going lower. We had a little dead cat bounce here and there. It's almost over, and now we're not going to get a second wave of buying. That's what I wonder, because Powell's coming. Powell's coming to the party. You know what that means? Put the booze away, because Powell is coming to the party. And the question is, how long will he stay before we can turn the music up again and open up the bar? There's the question, and I wonder. I don't know. JR, Alberto, I aim a little higher. Easier to clean the monitor, but the speakers are shut. DQ. Calls on Logitech or whatever keyboard manufacturer Birdie uses. Alberto's laughing. Splair, sounds like we'll be pretty happy next year after achieving that level, says Nick. Hey, DQ, I need Rugman to come in with a 50 basis points shocking announcements. And Splair, Uncle Bruce, is your gut thinking about GameStop as well? Is my gut thinking about games? I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. I don't quite know what that.
Your gut must have been thinking about something else.
Hey, Jen, we don't know what that means.
I haven't spoken this morning.
See, I know this word. Nick, Splair, at this time next year, I'll be pretty sad about all the extra taxes I have to pay. Nick is laughing about all the taxes I have to pay. No. What I find interesting is when I go on Zillow and I look at houses for sale or just houses in this area that we're in, within like 5-mile radius of this condo, and I'll see a $10 million house and I go, wow, oh, look at that. Is that ever cool? Gee, that's neat. And that neighborhood, on the golf course, wow. And then some stats on the house, square footage, when it was built. Property taxes, $28,000 a year. What? $28,000 in property tax? What? Yeah, that's when you realize, oh, that's the other side. That's those.
It's a small city with really good streets.
That's those people. Those people with that 10,000 square foot house. Oh, right.
Hate to rush you, but there's curling. So is today a Monday special?
Curling is up. Men's curling.
Alberta playing Manitoba.
Oh, I gotta really hurry. You know what I want for breakfast today? Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Be still my heart.
Yeah.
What?
I want the muesli.
Oh, you want muesli this morning?
Yeah,
there you go.
Why don't we try that?
Well, look at you go. Do you want any of my chocolate sprinkled in there?
No.
Do you want banana on the side or anything?
Maybe a little bowl of a collection.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know if you can do much. Although I think we're out of.
We got grapes and bananas.
Oh, I see.
You don't want that collection.
Don't think so. No. Well, let's just try the muesli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Blow the channel out of the water today. There's 220 people watching this channel going, what the hell is he doing? Not having a bagel. What? This is insanity. Nick's laughing. DQ, good morning, Jennifer. Alberto, Auntie Jen, good. Nice to hear your voice. How's the mobility? She's doing great. We went for a walk on Saturday downtown Palm Springs. Picked up a few postcards that we're going to be sending out to viewers. Then we went to Costco shopping. Jen walked all around Costco pushing the cart. Then we came home and went to the pool. She did her exercises in the pool, and then popped into the spa with me, and it's all good. It's getting better all the time. Mirko Ungerus, did you already figured something out regarding ATIP? Will it be a morning, afternoon, or primetime show, or something completely separately? I guess you'll update if you know something, right? When I know, you'll know. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, when, what, where, how, and we're scheming, and we'll let you know if I can do anything with this. You'll know. I want to be those people. I want to be those that I can afford to pay $2,500 a month property tax, no problem. I can afford that. Those are the people I want to be. And it's a second house. That's the other thing. That's not the primary residence. That's the second house. There's the first house in hometown, whatever, and then there's this house. That's the second house. Though I want to be those people. That's right. Spirit, at least you can smile on it when you think how much time it was needed to be really working for that tax money. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Nick, I pay nearly 1% of the value of my home in property taxes. It's ridiculous. Yes, it is. It's ridiculous. Yeah. This place here, probably $5,000 a year in property tax for this place, 1%. So it makes sense. It would make sense that if a house is worth $10 million, it would be $10,000 a month. That would make sense. But if the house is sitting on a larger lot, then it's higher property tax. It's footage. It's everything. Interesting, isn't it? Yes, a DQ muesli. Good for you, Uncle B. Nick. And Wednesday is officially Spire Day. That's right. We get the results of Spire. George Sebastian, thanks. All you got it, George. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here, man. It's great to see you. We'll do an knee emoji attack a little later. We can have fun with that too. GameStop's come back. 1880 up a dime. GameStop has come back. Tesla 196.18 down 162, and that might be near its low of the day. I'm not exactly sure. No, the low is 195.50, but it's closer to the low than the high. So I'll give it that. Okay, let's give it that. The Dow's up 67, still green. We're up 12.5 on S&P, 43 gain on NASDAQ. Oil down 59 cents. There it is. Okay. Interesting stuff. SoFi 676 up 4 cents. Have you written 750 calls for January 2024? You can think about that. Bringing in money, buy more SoFi or something else if you want. Interesting developments. Apple up 3.23, HPQ up 12, ATIP down 0.2 of a penny. Google's up 90 cents to 94.92 now. Moderna up 79, Cisco up 9, Pfizer down a dime, IBM up 49 cents, Microsoft up 2.16. There you have it. We're up 76 points.
Brought you the nanner just in case.
Got me a nanner just in case of a nanner.
You might want to let this soak.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
It's got stuff in it, man.
We went to Trader Joe's yesterday, Jen and I. Went to Trader Joe's.
Looking for muesli.
Looking for stuff, including muesli. Because I used to eat muesli every day in Switzerland.
And when he's on a cruise ship.
And whenever I'm on a cruise ship, muesli every day. But this has got to get soft, because it's
Mm-hmm.
It is.
And it's got the biggest raisins I've ever seen in it.
Really? And they haven't expanded yet. They'll expand even more.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at those.
Yeah.
Those are
evil.
Those are huge.
No, raisins. Ugh.
You don't like raisins?
I don't like raisins.
You're not a raisin gal.
No, but these ones are real easy to find to pick out.
Yeah, you can get people were saying hi to you earlier when you stormed
everybody.
out of here because curling is more important than the viewers of stock markets.
I mean, it's early. It's only the third in, but we're coming up on Skip Rock, so
See, Netflix popping any news? No idea. Not a lurker. George,
I heard on the radio this morning that this week in America is called Hell Week for the financials.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you know that?
yeah. I
Never
heard the
that
term.
before.
Yeah, because by the end of the week we're going to have
Hell week.
unemployment report. We're going to have got Powell speaking to the Senate and the Congress Tuesday, Wednesday.
And they feel there's nothing but bad news, I suppose.
Well, you're going to get congressmen with their little speeches, and then they're going to ask.
Sound bites.
They're going to give a 5-minute speech, give a 30-second question to Powell, and then he has 5 seconds to answer a complex question about the history of the world before his time is up. And then we're going to the next congressman, who's now going to give their speech for their constituents back home.
You think you just want to get up and slap them.
Oh, you just want to walk out and just say, why don't you just mail me these stupid questions and I'll mail you back the answers. But no, it doesn't work.
No, we need the soundbite.
We need camera time. We need to be on camera and not you. So just sit there and shut the hell up and let me have a speech.
But I notice more and more the people who are there are asking for equal time. They took 5 minutes to ask me this question. I get 5 minutes to answer this question, Joe.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. If you're a congressperson, you have to spend a certain number of hours per day raising money to get reelected. And did you know that it is illegal for a congressperson to call you from their office to ask you for money for their campaign? They have to leave the building.
I think that's a good rule.
Yeah, they leave the building. They walk across the street where the the party has their building, and on the other side of the street somewhere else, the Republicans have their building, and they have call cubicles for the congressman to sit in and spend between 2 and 4 hours a day making phone calls to raise money.
So could their aide do it from the office, or the aide has to also leave the office?
How effective is it? No, the aide, nobody can call from the office. But how effective is it if an aide calls to raise money for senators, so rather than the senator or the congressman? You see,
the congresswoman is busy right now changing your lives.
No, they're not. They're raising money. You know how much money they have to raise a day? $18,000 a day.
Wow.
They have to raise 18, and they have to raise money for the party.
What a horrible job!
And inside the call center, they have a scoreboard telling each one says how much each one is raised and where they are. They're either in the red or they're in the green. Red means you haven't raised enough. Yeah. Green you have. And these guys are in committees. So if I were Powell, I'd be taking all the time I can to answer these questions so that these morons get up and leave, because they've got to go back to their call center to make calls to raise money, because after all, they just want to get reelected in a year and a half from now. Unbelievable.
What a terrible job.
What sad existence. You become a telemarketer. You're a congressman, which means you get to call people for money every day now.
That much of your day is dedicated to making sure in 2 years you still have a job.
And you might be able to get back.
That would be cruel and unusual punishment in the public sector.
It's incredible. It's incredible. They're up against these CPACs. They're up against these unlimited entities that the Supreme Court allowed to exist to just change everything. Still down $2 on Tesla. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, man. Good to have you here.
Go Rockman!
Go Rockman! Absolutely awesome, everybody. Opinion, Uncle Bruce. I think with the lower share prices of GameStop, you write shorter term calls, and when it goes higher, you write longer term calls for big premiums. Now, I've been saying really right between, nothing less than 2 months, but 3, 4, 6 month calls. Take in the big bucks now. Take in the big ones. Out of the money calls for the biggest premium you can get. And that way, you're protected for a couple of dollars of movement before the call is even at the money. Then, because you took in a big fat premium, you've got even more protection of an upside move. And you don't mind an upside move. Stock wants to go up $4. You're going to go, thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Would you like your iPad? Yes. Why don't you just come over here and get it? Yeah. It's right over here. Just come across and come and get it. Come get it. Oh, I'm in big trouble now. I'm a dead man. Anyway, I like the idea of writing a call $2-3 out of the money, 4, 5, 6 months out, big premium, and that gives you $6-7 of spread protection on your sale. And stock wants to do a dip in the meantime, take the dip and buy back the call for half the price. Write another one, just a couple of bucks less than the last one, take it in again. Hey, keep buying those deep in the money calls and keep it going. Of DQ, curly, Blair, I prefer cranberry over raisins. George, my reasoning is with lower price shares, you have to wait too long for time depreciation because you don't get much appreciation on the price. Well, that's why we like GameStop, because GameStop does have some movement, but To each his own. I hear you there. Dude, yay, Hell Week, George. Thanks, not a lurker. Mirko, George, I think Uncle Bruce says always be writing, otherwise you are gambling. If the stock goes up, you just roll over for more money, and time it goes down, you're protected. Mirko, look at calls 2 to 4 months out where you can get 350, 450 a call. Simple. That's it. JJ, Uncle Bruce, not only are congressmen phone begging for money, they're day trading. It's true. JR, okay, if Tesla goes to 160, I'll be tempted to get some deep in the money calls. There you go. Dude, my focus as of late has been tweaked. Now I want to focus on writing more contracts and reinvesting profits in more contracts as quickly as possible. Take the big premium, maximize contracts. There you go, JJ. Because they're exempt from insider trading rules pretty well. DQ, guess what is it? Stock markets with, I guess, stock markets with Bruce. With Eddie Jen. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. Splair, is anyone thinking here GameStop could go today, not the complete week, bullish, or you're all thinking we're going on with being bearish and we're going to go closer to 17? Splair wants to know. Well, you're asking us to guess. We don't want to guess. DQ, guess it'll be stock markets with Jen Jr. next week. There you go. Stock markets with Jen Jr. next week. Now we're talking. Let's take a look at this some muesli here. Super crunchy. Here's the thing, okay? There's this thing. I love muesli, but I don't like crunchy muesli. I like muesli that's kind of soft and, no crunchiness whatsoever. Complete, just mushy, That's what I like. That's me. What can I say? This has to really soften up for a while yet. I don't know. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. Good morning, John. Splair, is anyone thinking here it could go? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We're up 51 on the Dow. GameStop up 13 cents, 1883. SoFi plus 9. Tesla down 264. Apple down is up 333. HPQ up 16 cents. And ATIP down 2/10 of a penny. Yeah, we got jobs reports coming up this week. We got Powell talking for 2 days this week. We got to listen to congressmen and senators. It's going to be hell on earth. Or is it 2 days of congressmen this week and 2 days of senators next week? I can't remember. It's hell. It's pure hell. It's a waste of time. And it's a waste of the chairman's time, and it's just a waste of life. It's sad. We have so many other issues that are not going to be looked after. Yeah, there you go. And of course, guess who's running the Senate? Yeah, it's those guys. Can you imagine how much Powell is going to be grilled? Everything that's wrong in the world is Powell, and get ready for nothing. I mean, get ready for no good. There's no help coming for the market from those guys. I mean, come on. Breaking news, U.S. factory orders declined 1.6% in January, above forecast. Well, that could be good for the market because that's negative on the economy, and that means the Fed is getting what it wants. We'll see how that goes. Apple stock surges again after Goldman says to buy, citing a nearly 30% upside potential. And Apple is rip-roaring and surging $3.40. That's not surging. That's up $3.40. That's all that is. That is not surging. This is a headline written by an 18-year-old intern working part-time for nothing at this outfit. I mean, there's no serious person writing that. Not serious. A serious promoter, yeah, it's a promotion, but it's not. It's so frustrating. I'm sorry to have to read that to you. I really don't want to do it, but I had to. I'm sorry to say. Dude, hey, will GameStop go up or down? Don't know, don't care. Write for big money, buy more contracts, rinse, repeat. It's that simple. There it is. Hector, Uncle Bruce, GameStop sliding out of the money call option premiums are difficult to find at $1 a month premiums. Cindy B, love Trader Joe's. Love Trader Joe's. I do too. Hector, yeah, it might be a little more difficult, but you gotta write for the premiums, man. You gotta go for premiums. That's it. Gambler's got to fund your account. Let the option gamblers be the ones to put up the cash. You take the money. And so shop that option chain, and let's see what happens. Can you find it on Unity? Can you find it on other stocks that give you high yields? Then go after those as well. Absolutely. Zed, Tesla 195, 194.90 down 289. Yeah, we're going lower. Tesla's going lower. The market likely will go lower this week. Likely. Just saying. I'm just I'm just an old guy sitting in a condo I don't own. Driving a car I don't own. With all my stuff in storage. I mean, I'm just a nomad. Just a guy. We're up 12 cents on SoFi, 684. Go SoFi, go 685. Just there it is, 685. Yay! Anyone riding on Tesla or on SoFi? Anyone riding on SoFi? Way to go! Giddy up. Down 299 on Tesla, 194.80. Down 307 on Tesla, 194.72. There you go. Down $3 now on Tesla. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Options down they go. Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, I was having fun this weekend. Watching a lot of YouTube stuff, and I saw a YouTube like a 58 minutes of YouTube, all 60-minute episodes that were done over the last 4 to 6 years, all about finance. I found that very fascinating. I find it fascinating to see a story from like 2016, and here we are 7 years later, and you're watching that story, and you're trying to figure out, well, what's happened since then, right? And how like corporate America, the big story in the mid 2015 to 18 range, in that time frame, one of the big trends was how corporate America would open up subsidiary companies in other countries and divert all of their assets and earnings there, so that the American company made very little money, but the offshore-based corporation in Ireland or Switzerland or something made all the money there. And I think it was Leslie Stahl was talking to an expert about this, and he was telling her that there's a city in Switzerland called Zug, which is spelled Z-U-G, Z-U-G, Zug. There's a company there, a town there, a city there of 25,000 people, 27,000 people with 38,000 corporations. You got to go, how can there be 38,000 corporations if there's only 26,000 people in the whole town? How does that happen? So she flew over there, and she met she met a gentleman who worked there as a sort of a tax advisor for international companies, and found that companies from around the world, not just American companies, but companies from around the world, were establishing companies in Zug, Switzerland, to take advantage of Swiss tax advantages. And they were talking about several American companies at that time, and how they do that, and why wouldn't they do it? And the only CEO to go on the air with Leslie, the only one who talked to her about it on camera, was John Chambers, the chairman of Cisco, a former CEO. I guess he's now still a board member of Cisco Systems. And he out and out said it. Oh, yeah, well, we're taxed at 35% in the United States on earnings. This is between 2014-16. So the changes have been made, but that was the big story then. And he said, we can't not have operations where we are only taxed at 15 to 20%. We have to have businesses there. We do business in those areas anyway, so why not incorporate a company there and take advantage of those gains? And so he says, I can understand why many American companies shift all their business overseas, call their head office Zug, Switzerland, and pay very little taxes in the United States. Why would we pay 15, 20% more in tax than we have to legally by not doing this? What are we, dumb? Is it patriotic to pay all this money out and lose against our competition? Because our competition will bury us with the profits they're making into R&D takeovers, what have you. Our stock price will get crushed. interesting. It was an interesting thing. Anyway, there you go. George Sebastian, Mirko, I'm not advocating not writing, just varying the length of the call based on the price of the share when there's no room to grow, shorter downturn. Yeah, he makes a point. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce, in one of my accounts, I have 5,000 shares of SoFi with an average of 12. Shall I still write on covered calls? If so, which strike? What do you suggest? I think you write the 7.5s for January 24. Take in, I don't know, can you get 140 for them now? They're probably up a little bit, 688 on the stock. So I don't know, what are they going for? Take that dough, buy all the stock you can of SoFi down here, and then write calls on those. And you'll probably bump from 5,000 maybe to 6,000 shares or something, and you bring your average down quite a ways. And you're writing 750s plus that premium. I'd look at that. Mirko, Hector, most times you're not supposed to hold your short call position until expiry. Example, $20 GameStop September's. You'll get 385-ish. Just wait for a little move and you'll buy back within weeks. Maybe around $150, $2 a pop, something like that. Good strategy there. Alberto Zed, can you average down using other bags you are holding? I'm writing 8s, but my average is 6, so I don't care to be assigned. George, Mirko, I sold some when the price was 22-ish in the money, and I got 5.5-ish way out. Now the price is down. Good profit here. Zed Alberto, nope. I did try to cost average. Tiff, there's a simple solution to this. Pay the taxes in the country where you make the trade, not the country your headquarters is in. And Alberto, Zed, exactly what Uncle Bruce just stated. Use the premiums to average down. Cindy B, my 195 Tesla that expires this Friday is looking good. Oh, I imagine. 195.22 on the stock. I'm sure it is looking good. Whenever you're going to pull the trigger on it to buy it back, and then right next Friday or the Friday after, or however how long you're going, the next one you write, bring in big money, because we might be going even lower. Too crunchy. Still too crunchy. I gotta wonder if I have to make a big bowl of this stuff today and eat it tomorrow and allow it to sit overnight to just loosen up. It's so dry and crunchy. Not a fan. Not a fan. Cindy B, way to go. We're up 115 on the Dow, 21 on S&P, 74 on NASDAQ. We definitely have an upward bias now on the market at the moment. We're 43 minutes into the session, not even an hour in, and we're finally getting a little move up. Now, is this sustainable for the rest of the day, or will the Powell anticipation, the anticipation of Powell speaking, crash this market this afternoon before the close? That's the question. Which means, of course, you write now. You write calls now. Well, GameStop's already backed off to 1877, so maybe it's already leading the pack. I don't know. SoFi 688. I don't know. I just don't know. I do what I can. Google up 126, Moderna's up 17, Cisco's up 21, Pfizer down a nickel, IBM up 93 cents. I mean, these are not big gains at all. 266 gain on Microsoft is 257.97. I mean, a $2 a gain, big deal. ME up 2.5 cents. Matterport down 2.5. Sixtears down 4.5. Rocket Lab down 1.5. Smart Rent's up 6.5 cents, 287.5. Spire down 0.3 of a penny. I mean, we're not doing jack squat here. Amazon is up 60 cents. Home Depot up 31 cents. I mean, come on. Netflix up 570. Vanik up 84. Adobe up 345. Goldman up 145. Boeing down 420. Meta up 250. Royal Caribbean up 118. Carvana up 2 cents. Robinhood up a penny. Board? I would think so. Up 118 on the Dow today. There you go. Thank you all for being here today. So appreciate you all being around. How are we doing on thumbs ups? 165. I figured 160. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. What's going on? 195.40 down, 248 on Tesla. Interesting stuff. Yeah, there you go. Okay. What else is going on here? Yeah, Mirko, my wife always soaks her muesli in milk at bedtime, so it's nice in the morning. You see, I'm thinking that's going to have to be done here. I'm going to have to make like a big bowl of this stuff, cover it with like a plastic, thing, and just let it sit overnight yeah, yeah. I think that's the way to go here. Splair, took a look at GameStop charts. I have a feeling this could be a little recovery day here. My thing is to give away my 19 call, wait for 19.4, 1980, and then write again new 19s or 20s. You're guessing, Splair. You're guessing. Mirko, I appreciate your observances, says Hector to Mirko. Nazareth, I don't see any news of Powell speaking to. It's not today. It's tomorrow. But later today, they'll be anticipating this thing tomorrow. So the market could react today based on tomorrow's, sell on the news. Oh boy. Okay, let me correct myself, Splair. Takeaway, because I already give it to the market a couple weeks ago. I heard that he's talking this week, not especially today. Yeah, it's tomorrow and Wednesday. Those are the 2 days, Splair. Yeah, it's gonna be yucky. Mommy, he makes me feel yucky. I don't know. Point at where it hurts. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Powell's coming to town. The party's over. I don't know. We're up 4 cents on GameStop. There it is. SoFi up 16 cents, 688. Right on SoFi. Go. Yeah, baby. Down 258 on Tesla. Okay. It used to be easier. It's not that easy anymore. I have to now point at dolls. What else is going on here? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. It's nice to see you joining us, and hope you're doing okay and everything's working out for you. I don't know. Let's take a look at interest rates. 10-year US 3.94, a little higher this morning, actually. Seems a little higher. Got down to 3.9, maybe 1. Now it's 3.94. Germany is 2.7. The UK interest rate 3.83, so just under 4 over there. Currencies, the euro 106.82. That's up today from 106.2 to 106.8. The pound 120.2, just a bit better. Well, okay, fair enough. Asia overnight positive 1% on Asia Dow, 1% on gain on Japan. Hong Kong up 35 points, not much. Shanghai down 6 points, nothing happening. Europe, a loss on in London, 1/3 of a percentage point. Germany up 0.5. France up 1/4 of a point, so not a lot. Oil down 53 cents in Texas. Oil Dow's up 145, S&P up 27, Nasdaq up 95, 98 points. That's the story. There you are. China has set a growth target of 5%, and analysts are going, "Oops, that's not good." If they're setting 5%, they might be selling for 3.5%, and that kind of growth is not what the world economy wants or was hoping to see, because we're talking about a 5% growth from a down position, and that's not happening. Things are not looking good over there. There be problems. Oil demand is definitely viewed as being much less than previously forecasted, and that is bad for the oil biz and those associated with the oil biz. Now that's good for inflation, because of course if FedEx drivers and UPS drivers and cab drivers and bus drivers and truck drivers don't have to pay as much money for fuel, you guys don't have to pay as much money for fuel in your cars. You have extra money for, you have money to go elsewhere. Well, that can go to the grocery bill. That can go to a bigger credit card payment, whatever, right? Lower inflation demands. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. We're up 23 cents, 17 cents on GameStop, 1887. SoFi up 18 to 690. Right on, SoFi. Go, baby, go. I don't fear the upside here at all. I embrace the upside. Please go much higher, SoFi. Every viewer on this channel deserves a SoFi. That's $9, $10 a share. If you've written a 750 call, not to worry. You're going to roll up. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. 689 on SoFi. It would appear, it would seem and or appear at the moment. The January 2024 $10 calls, 750 calls, pardon me, 139 to 142. So if you're going to get 141, 142 for a SoFi call, you can then pick up stock at 689 by the bucket load. So yeah, that's okay. Get more, write more, for sure. The 10s are 69 to 72 cents for January 2024. Very interesting. December 2023, the month before, 750s are 127, 132, and the 10s are 61, 64 cents. Very interesting. Okay. Go SoFi, go, I say, please. But the volume on SoFi is extremely light. I'm showing 5.3 million today. Like, we are talking dead quiet there. So that tells me it can't stay up at this level without backup. Dano, we need backup Dano. Then book them. We need Dano, we need backup first, then book them, Dano. Yeah, we're not getting any volume here. This isn't good. China stocks slip after growth target released. A headline just coming out. So that's what happened today. 690 on SoFi, up 18 cents. It's a gain. I won't kid you. Not lying to you, but it's 5.3 million. GameStop volume today, 716,000. It's in almost an hour. We can't do 1 million in an hour. And this is a 4-for-1 split. This is less than 200, like, geez, not even 200,000 shares gross. Pre-split. This is not good. Cannot hold this gain without volume. And there's no volume. That's it. Apple up 390, HPQ up 38, ATIP 0.2 of a penny higher, Google up 148. We need volume to move markets and get things going, and I don't know if we have that. We're up 123 on the Dow at the moment. Okay, but that isn't all that inspiring if we don't have the volume to back up this move. Yeah, so it might be more technical than real, and we might run out of juice. Okay. What else is going on here? JG, I'm number 170 on your thumbs up, Peter Bruce, because I believe in you. You're the best. You've helped me, and you're only 30 away from 200. And I'm going to give you a thumbs up no matter what. I thank you, JG. Grand Rising Bagel family. Hello there, Uncle Bruce and AJ. Put in a stink bid for a GameStop. $19 calls for 440. Is this a good move? 440 is always a good move. And that's like 23.40. It's always a good move. Home skill, Uncle Bruce, I bought 100 C3.AIs at about 20.50. Then I wrote an April covered call, 22.50 for $2.50. The stock is close to $30 right now. Roll up and out, or is it time to fold my arms? What do you think I should? Well, this is an April call. This is March. If your calls are basically book value and very little time value, then you can make a roll up based on how far you want to go and probably get some time premium in your hot little hands, which you deserve. Now, maybe what you end up doing is you might be in a position to buy back these calls somewhere around $8 or something. I don't know what they're trading at. I don't have this on my screen. But if you can get them at book plus very little premium because they're so far in the money now, and then you can turn around and go out to June, July, or August and write a $25 call that is still in the money, but is trading at the same price that these would cost you, that might be worth your while. Can you even write a 26? I mean, how high can you move the strike price for exactly what you're paying to buy these back to then sell those You want to make a move higher in strike. So close in on the stock, towards the 30 level. So can you get to 25, 24, 25, $26 a share? Do you write September's, get to 27s? Like, I don't know. So that's what I would be studying. That's what I would be looking up. That's what I would be paying attention to do a rollover. And if it's not there today, then wait till tomorrow. If it's not there tomorrow, you wait till Wednesday, because you're in the money. Okay, end of story. You're in the money. If the stock backs off $2 to 28, you're still in the money. Okay, you won't be 750 in the money. You'll be 550 in the money, but you're still in the money if it backs off a couple of bucks. But if it does back off a couple of bucks, you might have a $6 contract or a 625 or a 650 that you're now trying to roll, rather than an 850 or an 8 or whatever it is you're trying to roll now. So that's my initial reaction to just seeing cryptic info like this. I've got a bit of a picture, but I don't know the numbers you're dealing with. I hope that makes sense. Beach Boy, Bruce McGarrett, laughing out loud. Book 'em, Jen. That's right, Beach Boy. Book 'em, Dano. That's right. Welcome, my friend. Nice to have you here. Hope all is well where you are. You're having all kinds of fun over there in Israel, aren't you? You're just having a laugh right over there. It's unbelievable. Joe K, Uncle Bruce, I sold some Tesla calls on Friday that are now up 10% already. Should I take a quick profit and wait for Tesla to rebound and sell them again and just fold my arms and wait? Just fold your arms and wait. That's what I would do. Happy, good morning, all. Happy trading. Yeah, Joe, I'm hoping, I'm hoping you sold a very, very nice strike price call for a really nice buck. What I'm praying you didn't do is that you did not write a 1 week out contract for $4.50 or $5, and you're up 50 cents and you're all excited. I'm praying that's not what you did. I don't think that's what you did. I'm pretty sure that's not what you did. I suspect you wrote further out in time for a hit, a nice financial hit. And that's why you're asking me, hey, man, I'm up like $3, $4, $5 already on this $30, $40, $50 contract. What do you think? And I'm saying, nada, just relax. Assume the money-making position of winners right there. That's my thinking. What else going on? Spirit, isn't it more useful, instead of a July call at 4, to write an April and hopefully near 2 and let it expire worthless? No, I don't think so. No, I like the first option better. Marcus, 177, rock and roll. Thank you. Splair, otherwise, I try not to get almost the same premium back on the June call instead of July. And no. You write the 4 and buy it back at 2. That's the one you do. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, fun, the understatement of the year. Having fun in Israel with street protests and everything else. Unbelievable. It's a crazy world in which we live. And no one studies history and ever thinks it would repeat itself. No one thinks that history will repeat itself. It's truly amazing. Joe K, laugh out loud, Uncle Bruce. July 05s on Tesla. Giddy up, man. Giddy on up. That's the one. I like it. $205 calls for July were written, and he's already up on them. And I think you're going to make more. I say more. And why not? Giddy on up right there, kids. Let's take a look here, see if I can try to get my big ass iPad to just calm the hell down and let me touch the button I want to touch without twitching on me. Don't you hate that when you're just about to push it and then it twitches, and you've now asked for historical quotes of bond options? No, I did. I was pushing July 23. Hello. Here we go. 205s, 25 bid. Nice. Last trade 25.60. They're falling. Stocks off 160, and these are falling. No, I think, Joe, you just sit back and just say, this one, if this thing wants to go down to 180, 175, let it. Just let it do that, and your call will go down to $15, $14. You'll do the math and go, oh, half my money right there. Now what I'll do is I'll write July 195s. I'll just buy back my 05s and write 95s, or I'll buy back my 205s and write July 185s or 190s. I'll step down and bring in more money on this rollback. I'll do that. Cool. So cool. I like this. As Blair, yeah, thanks, of course, that strategy. I will go on then, but I thought the July 19s now. Back 335, try to get the 19s or 20s, call in a couple minutes for June. It's okay, Splair. Joe, neat. There it is right there. Splair, my hope is that the third Friday will have a bigger impact again. Yep. Okay, Splair, keep it going. All right. Neat stuff, kids. Neato. I love seeing people make money in this market. This is good stuff. 122 gain on the Dow, third of a point. 26-point gain on the S&P, 2/3 of a point. NASDAQ up 103.9, 0.89 of a point. That's it. Nothing incredible. It's just green-ish, sort of, kind of. As soon as Powell goes, down goes the markets. So yes, okay. Too much fun. Welcome everybody to the show. Where are we at now? We've got 179 thumbs ups. Thank you. We're at the 2-minute mark, and I have to say goodbye. I will be back on the air at 3:00 Eastern today. We'll spend the final hour together. And if you have any ideas for classes that you want me to think about, send me a private email. And say, Bruce, how about a class about this or that or the other thing? And let me get through that. Thank you all for joining Jennifer and I this fine morning, wonderful Monday morning, as we are warming up in the desert, thankfully. By the way, our furnace cut out again last night. It cuts out every night. During the evening, it cuts out. But the good news is that every morning it's warmer because we don't cool off as much now. We don't have a 38-degree overnight low right now. We're in the mid 40s, and we're heading now to mid 50s lows later this week. As a matter of fact, Saturday coming up, 58 for the low, 80 for the high. This Saturday coming up. So that's going to be nice. So with mid 50s to high 50 overnight lows, we don't wake up at 54 degrees inside the house anymore. So anyway, the furnace man. They think they know what it is, and a new part is on order. Hopefully that'll fix it, but hopefully it won't matter next week anymore. So we're okay. It's all good here. Thank you all for joining Jennifer and I. As I said, we have a 130-point gain right now. Keep your eye on that market. Always be writing. Don't fear the upside. Stand by. Postcard people. We'll have postcards coming your way in the not too distant future, and it's either one of these or one of these. Let me show you. Check your mailbox. Something's coming your way. There you go. Something's coming your way. Beautiful photos. Looking forward to getting them out to you. And thank you all for being part of this channel today. Thank you for your support. Becoming members, renewing your membership, class watching, one-on-one sessions, and donations. Thank you. I will see you guys later. And we'll see you at 3:00. All right. Bye for now.